Hi folks, Jennifer Pugh here, Medical Officer with the IHRB. Firstly, I hope you're all doing well and that you're getting through this time in very different circumstances to what we're used to. It's now been 4 weeks since we last had a race meeting in Ireland, and I suppose what we know is it's very difficult to remain motivated and engaging with fitness and health and well-being plans whenever we're not actively racing. So while I may be wrong, but I do suspect there might be the odd bad habit that has sneaked in over the last 4 weeks, and I'm keen to kind of get on top of that before we get anywhere close to resuming racing again. So what we've done is put together a few clips from the team and the Jockey pathway, our dietitian Gillian O'Loughlin, sports and conditioning Wayne Middleton and Mikey Kiley, Ciara Losty, the sports psychologist, and John Butler, the physiotherapist. Just, I suppose, hoping that it'll motivate you to get things back on track. If you are struggling, that you might pick up the phone to us. Everyone on the team is available. Most of the consultations at this time can be done remotely over the phone, and I'd really encourage you to make use of this time. It's not easy being off. We know that we don't maintain fitness unless we're continuing to ride in races. Inevitably, eating patterns have changed during this time off, and while we don't know when racing's going to be back, it'll be at whatever point it is safe for us to return. But it's likely that when the announcement comes, we'll be back racing within 7 days of that. So that really is a really very short period of time if you stand up in the scales that morning and realise how much work you have to do. So I really encourage you to try and do something about it now when you have the time. When we get back racing, it's going to be full on, probably racing every day for the first month. So you're never going to get this time back. You're not going to get a chance to catch up and get things back on track again. So have a listen to what the guys have to say. Pick up the phone, make contact with any of us at any stage if you need some help and some guidance on that. Stay safe. I'm actually really looking forward to seeing you all again when we do get back, and I look forward to that time. But in the meantime, stay safe and get things back on track as best you can. Okay, thanks, bye.
Some of us are currently riding out, some of us aren't, but we know that riding out doesn't meet the demands of racing. The research tells us that, but you know yourself from feel, from pushing out in the final furlongs of a race to win by a head, you know it's much, much different. And we have to be ready to perform on day one.
Hamarina even so into third, but with 100 yards to race. Lemista even so finishing well. Hamarina stand side as they go to the line. It'll be an opening day double for Chris Hayes. Lemista wins.
Edge just behind him is Mount Leinster over the final flight, and it is Jason the Militant over on the far side who's battling on, and so too battling on the near side is Beacon Edge. They're going towards the line. It's going to be a bob of their heads.
We see from the research there that our heart rates in racing are much, much higher and significantly different than the heart rates we experience when riding out. So the question is, how can we set ourselves up so that when racing comes back, that we're ready to achieve those maximal exertions we need when we're pushing out a horse in the final furlong? While our 5Ks, our runs are excellent for weight maintenance, we also need to experience high intensity work where our heart rate gets right up to the level that we need it at. We're really talking about getting our heart rate above 85% of our maximum heart rate. So just being a small bit creative at home, we can adopt that semi-squat position, maybe squeezing the mid ball between our legs like we would when we're squeezing the horse, encouraging him to go forward. We could be holding a resistance band or a rope against a fence or bar like it would be if we were restraining a keen horse. Now, after we experience that sustained or prolonged squat position for 2, 3 or 4 minutes, which is relevant to the event you take part in, we then need to experience a maximal bout of high intensity work where maybe we're pushing out a horse. We may not have something to do that with at home, so we need to be a small bit creative. We could get down into burpees for 10-15 burpees, 10-15 squat jumps, a med ball against the wall. We could push out a resistance band, maybe a maximal sprint for 20-30 meters. These are things that will elevate our heart rate to the required level. And we need to do that and replicate it 4 to 5 times, because we're going to be racing 4 to 5 times in a day, and we may be racing 6-7 days a week when we go back.
Hi everyone, Wayne Middleton here, S&C coach with the Jockey pathway. Just some quick advice on trying to maintain fitness while racing is cancelled. You'll have known from Mikey's research about the physiological demands of racing and how there's a difference between work riding and race riding. So what we should try and do over the next couple of weeks is to try and simulate as much as possible those conditions. So exercises like holding a plank and then holding a wall squat and then following that exercise with an explosive exercise like a quick run or some jumps or some burpees. and then a few rounds of this kind of work as well. And then mix that up then with some general fitness. So your half-hour run, your half-hour cycle, your hour cycle, and your strength work, your body weight strength work exercises like lunges, squats. Those kind of exercises can be really good for maintaining fitness while you're on the break. So first of all, we're going to do a simple 3 exercise warm-up. First exercise is a squat, so you can use any brush handle or a dowel at home. So we got 10 of those. So that's the squat, 10 of those. We're going to take the stick in front. We're going to go into a forward lunge and twist. And then the opposite side, forward lunge and twist. So we're going to do 10 of those. Leave the stick down then. We're going to do what's called a T-spine rotation. So we turn the elbow up as high as you can and back down. And then on the opposite side, so 10 of those up and down. And we do 3 rounds of that then. So 10 of each of those exercises, 3 rounds for the warm-up. So the main workout session is a high intensity interval training or HIIT training. So what we want to do for each of the exercises is 20 seconds work, 10 seconds rest. We've got 6 exercises, and at the end of each round then we do a 1-minute wall squat. And we're going to do 4 rounds of these exercises. So from 1 to 6, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. The 7th is a wall squat. We do that for 1 minute. We take a break, and then we do 4 rounds of this. So we go straight into this now. So we got push-ups first. So 20 seconds on the push-ups. And then rest for 10 seconds. Then we have squat jumps. Make sure that when you land that your knees are always moving out. 20 seconds on the squat jumps. Then we have a forward lunge like we did in the warm-up. Only stay on the same leg. So we got 20 seconds on that. Then we got high knees. 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Then the opposite leg. So 20 seconds on that. And then we move over. You have a chair for yourself. And we do some dips. Push up and down. Bend the elbows as low as you can. When you finish that, we go over and we sit by the wall. And we hold that for a minute. So you want your hips below your knees, your ankles in line with your knees, and you've got a 1-minute hold then. And that's what
I hope you're all doing okay in this really difficult time. I know it's not easy, especially as racing isn't happening at the moment. I've had a number of jockeys giving me a call to say that they've gained weight and they're looking for some help to try and get in order before racing starts again. So please do. I'm here as part of the Jockey Pathway to be a support to you to try and get your weight back on track. So today I'm just going to give you a few simple tips on how to start that process. Number 1, I would say try and keep to a routine with your diet. Try and have your 3 main meals a day and your 2 or 3 healthy snacks. Gradually try to decrease the kind of the high fat, high sugar foods in your diet and try and switch over to the healthier options as much as you can. So what I would say is sit down, write a list when you're going to go shopping, look in your cupboards beforehand, look in the freezer and fridge, see what kind of ingredients you have in there that you can use to make up the meals that you like, and then write your shopping list. And you know, when you do go shopping, then try to maybe keep away from the goodies aisle and try and stick to the fruit and the veg and the whole grains and the starchy foods a little bit more so. Really important when you have got into a routine with your meals that you're keeping to your portion sizes. So what I would recommend is to go with your plate model. So trying to make sure half of your food or your plate every day is your fruit and your veg, and then increasing the grains, especially the high fibre sources, and then obviously the protein should be lean, no fat on it, and as much as possible, you know, vary the protein a little bit. So you can have eggs, you could have your meat, you could have your fish, you know, just going for the healthier options as much as you can. Obviously dairy, really important as well. Low fat dairy produce will help keep your bones strong, so do go for that too. So the other thing to remember, I suppose, is hydration is really important. You need to make sure that you are staying hydrated. So water is the best option. Diet Cordial or your low-fat milk products is good too, and your high-protein milk is a good option as well. Try and stay away from the full sugar drinks because unfortunately they can lead to weight gain. And I would also say with alcohol, I know it's tempting. We all like to sit down and have a drink now and again, but and some people are saying that they're drinking more now because they're at home. So do be conscious of that and try to reduce that as much as you can, because obviously alcohol is calories and it can lead to weight gain as well. Just to say a little point on food does affect your mood as well. So the healthier you eat, the better you will feel, and also physically you'll be better because you'll be losing weight. So really important that you try to put that into place. So I am here. If you do need any support at all, please do contact me through the Jockey Pathway, and I will be putting up recipes and some supports as well. So stay safe and best of luck, and I'll be in touch. Thank you. Bye now.
Hi everyone, this is Dr. Ciara Losty, Sports Ecology Service Provider on the Jockey Pathway. Just letting you know that services are still ongoing, a bit through a virtual medium or over the phone. So don't be afraid to call or text to make an appointment to speak to myself, or to have a WhatsApp video call or FaceTime, or whatever medium suits you best. But we're still here, and we're still taking appointments for any jockeys to work through any particular issues at all. So just a couple of tips to get you through the next couple of weeks, which might be helpful. The first thing is to really make sure that you're looking after your very basic needs first, that you're sleeping well, that you're eating well, and that you're getting outside for some outdoor exercise. Outside exercise is incredibly important, to get out in the sunshine, to just get yourself and your mind a little bit of space, a little bit of rest, and just to also let yourself maybe decompress from your day as well. Other things that might be helpful as well, to think about how much time you're actually spending on your phone and limiting your social media use as well. In these times of worry and anxiousness, we're often engaged in our phones and scrolling through Twitter feeds or Instagram feeds a lot more than is necessary. So again, maybe just limit the amount of time that you're actually spending on your phones to maybe 10 or 15 minutes. And then once that 10, 15 minutes is up, off the phone then as well. Again, making sure you've kind of a clear bookends to your day, that you kind of get up at the same time and you're going to bed at the same time. So keep maintaining that structure on your day is really important. But don't be afraid to give a call or a text to myself or into Paddy and HRI, and I'll speak to you soon.
Hi all, I'm sure you're looking forward to getting back racing as much as I am. We'll have a bit of fun and make a few pound, dare I say. But in the meantime, we have to focus on fitness, and we don't want anyone coming back that's not race fit. So as best you can, there's going to be a different issue that will come up over and over again. What's the best way to do it and how to do it, and maybe you'll change from what you usually do. If there's anyone with any underlying injuries or ongoing injuries that they want to get now sorted, this is the time. And it's a great opportunity for that. We might as well take full advantage of the time we have. So by all means, give me a shout on 086 301 5043 or send me a WhatsApp, and we can then deal specifically with your needs as regards your injuries or injury prevention, even getting back from there. So I look forward to hearing you all, and we'll talk soon in person. Please God.